All right, so one of the developers actually did speak out a little bit. We didn't get a lot of information, and like I said, we're not going to get a lot of information and a lot of details, but they spoke out. They said something on the Subnautica Reddit. I want to talk about it. This is Flara. This is, I believe it's Charlie, and they are like one of the like the core developers of Subnautica. You know, they were the ones creating the like the Half-Life mod, and it's kind of like the birth of Subnautica. So I'm not going to go over all of this. It's a really good read. I'll have a link down below. You should check it out. It's like it's almost sad because basically what they do is they sum up by saying like where they started, what they came from, how they got to Subnautica, how they got to Unknown Worlds, you know, trying all of this stuff, basically saying that they went into early access with Subnautica with like almost nothing, but like the early access is what made them and is what made Subnautica happen. And all this stuff, basically just, you know, saying that they have so much love for this game. They wanted to create a game. They wanted to create something fun. And yeah, so what basically, I am going to read part of this, but it does confirm something. So with all this as a background, again, I recommend go check it out, go read it. I hope you can see why we were so excited to release Subnautica 2 into early access. Many of the folks that started the journey with us nearly 20 years ago have worked hard on Subnautica 2, and they're joined by some incredible new talent who were drawn to the studio by their love for the game, for the love of the games, and their passions for the way we made them. We know and love that the expectations for this sequel are high, but the team has poured their hearts into the game, and their dedication really shows. We helped pioneer early access, and our community seems to love it just as much as we do. It's the best way to develop a game like this. So I feel like this is really nice that they say this. They're saying, hey, keep in mind that the team working on this still really cares about this game. There's the team that is still there. They still really love this game. They wanted to, they love it just as much, you know? So let's not forget the team that's there, that's continually working on this, that didn't have a say in this. But at the flip side, we gotta say what it is. So you can see why for Max, Ted, myself, the Unknown Worlds team, and for our community, the events of this week have been quite a shock. We know that the game is ready for early access release, and we know you're ready to play it. And while we thought this was going to be our decision to make, at least for now, that decision is in Krafton's hands. After all these years, to find that I'm no longer able to work at the company that I started stings. So this was absolutely not a mutual separation. This was absolutely, like what I said, this was a firing. They were fired is 100% what it was. Now, I said that, I titled it as that, but like I had a lot of people saying, I had a lot of comments saying, oh, they weren't fired. That's not true. That's not what happened. They absolutely were. Replaced effective immediately is a PR speak for fired. This right here, and while we thought this was going to be our decision to make, at least for now, that's in Krafton's hand. And after all these years to find I am no longer able to work on the company I started, that's not saying that I'm going to miss the company that I started. It's saying I can't work there. They were fired. They were fired. That's absolutely what this was. And anybody that says otherwise is, no. I want you to know that whatever happens to the founders, to the team, and to the game, our priority is and has always been to make the best game we can for the best community in the world. With your George plushies and your hand-drawn fish fan art, and yes, our hard-earned dollars, you've supported us in every way. In every season, cold and warm, since Half-Life modding was even a thing. Also, I want you to know that this is not where my story ends. Charlie, Flara. So it's good to, I'm glad that this isn't where their story ends, because we've come to know, you know, what they made, and like I'm excited to see where they're going to go, but it really, like, it really stings that they're no longer part of the company. And like I said, like this is one of those things where it's like I want Subnautica 2 to be successful for the sake of them, you know, even if they're not there anymore. This was still their project. This is still their passion. They still loved it. They poured their hearts into this. And like, I want Subnautica 2 to be extremely successful. I want it to do very well. But at the same time, you can't help but be upset at this whole thing. You know, like what do you do as a consumer? I don't want to say that I'm not going to play the game because I want to play their vision. I want to, support the game that they envision, they put their hearts and souls into. So like, I don't feel like that's the right response. I don't want to, I'm not saying that, oh, we should, do anything. I absolutely want to play the game. But at the same time, like, I don't like supporting these high up decision making. Like, we don't know what the reason was for this. It sounds honestly, we know the game is ready for early access release, and we know you're ready for it. We know that the game is ready for early access release, and we know you're ready for it. Does this mean that they were ready? They're like, hey, we need to push this to early access. We need to push it. And was Crafton saying, no, we got to get it to a better spot. We got to get to a better spot. We got to get to a better spot, which is so weird because the press release that we read through, it made it sound like they were so worried about getting this game out on time. But there was that one quote that was like, oh, yeah, we know you guys are going to have to wait longer. Are they not trying to do an early access? Are they trying to just do straight to 1.0? That kind of is like, I mean, I don't know what to think here. And I mean, they specifically said, we helped pioneer early access and our community seems to love it just as much as we do. It's the best way to develop a game like this. And then they're like, we know that the game is ready for early access and we know you're ready to play it. And while we thought this was going to be our decision, at least for now, that decision is in Crafton's hands. And after all these years, it's just, I honestly, like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't want to spin this and I don't want to make this like a doomer thing. Cause like there's all people kind of saying like, oh, you're just a doomer. You're wishing the game would die and all stuff. No, I don't. I want the game to be successful for the sake of everybody working on the game, for the sake of everybody that was working on the game, for the sake of their vision and like, keeping their stuff alive. But at the same time, the gaming industry right now is like not in a super good place. There's been so many layoffs across so many different companies and it's all money. It's all the money. And like, I don't know what this was. And obviously I don't think I don't think that was a money thing, but I feel like maybe they were like, oh, if we sell it for early access now at like $40 or $50, whatever early access price is, and then we release it later for more. Are they trying to cut that early access like discount? Are they trying to say, hey, we're not going to do early access. We're going to go straight to 1.0 so we can charge more for it. So every copy we get another $20 instead of doing whatever they do before, I don't know. And I'm just like, again, I'm just saying what I think here. And this honestly, like this actually makes me more upset than anything because this is a confirmation that they were indeed fired. I believe fully by the way that they said it, the way they said replaced effective immediately, that they were 100% fired. Now they even said in their PR post, oh, well, we wanted to keep them on the team. We would have loved for them to stay. It's like, cool. I would have loved for them to stay too, but they weren't going to listen to us and they weren't going to do what we want. So we had to get rid of them. That's like the continuation of what wasn't said. And it's just, oh my gosh. I know. I'm like, I'm irritated. Like I'm flustered. I want the game to do good, but at the same time, like I don't want to support that, So it's like, I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, I'll have a link down below. Go check this out. I don't know. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to play the game regardless because I'm excited for it and I want to see where it is. And I really hope it's in a good place when it comes out. I hope they don't try to pull any of these shenanigans that they're going to, I don't know what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. If you have any comments or if there's anything else that you've seen floating around online, please hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on my Discord. Let me know. I'd love to talk about it. And again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think we just play it on? Do we get it? We play it and have fun and enjoy. And we just, try not to look at this stuff, or what do you think? That's honestly, I'm just bringing the information, putting a little bit of my opinion on it, but ultimately this is the information we have. What do you think? Leave a comment. Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.